Hey guys, happy Wednesday morning. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. I know there's a little bit of a lag with Facebook Live, so I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes to hop on. I'm just steeping a cup of tea. You have your tea or your coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, I still love you. I'm such a hardcore tea girl. I'm always drinking tea all day, every day. All right. So, episode number 2 of the podcast landed this morning. If you are subscribed via iTunes, it should have been fed directly to your phone. Hi, Kylie. So hopefully that downloaded for you and you've had a chance to listen. I'm going to purposely keep them short so that you can just get through them as you're getting ready, or if you've got a short commute somewhere. I'm going to, like I said, we'll keep them under 20 minutes or so, probably most of the time. So check that out. Episode number 2 is all about you. We need to get a really clear starting point on what anxiety is like for you before we can begin to transform it. Almost every time I start with a new client, they're like, okay, we know what the problem is. Let's just get away from the problem. Let's fix the problem. Like we can just get rid of anxiety overnight. And it's really important. We have to get clear on what anxiety is like for you. We have to get clear on what your triggers are. We have to get clear on what creates anxiety for you. Not because triggers create anxiety, and I want to be clear about that. I hope that's not confusing in the podcast episode. Anxiety is not caused by triggers, okay? Anxiety is caused in our minds. Anxiety is caused by what we're thinking about. We're going to talk about that in great detail in episode number 5, so stay tuned for that. That said, we all do have our obstacles. We all do have our sticking points and the things that tend to set us off, especially when we're not paying attention, right? Tea's done steeping now. Say this is milk tastes too long. Delicious. So we start with triggers, and then we move into what anxiety feels like for you. Now, in my experience, and in the experience of most of the clients that I work with long-term, anxiety kind of shapeshifts over time, and it may start out feeling like this, and it may present in this certain way. But over time, it may start feeling a little different. It may feel different when you're at home. It may feel different when you're out and about. It may feel different at different times in your life, at different ages, if you got kids around. It may feel different if you're alone versus with a crowd of people. So the download that goes along with the podcast, and I talk about this in the episode, the second half of the episode, really goes into what anxiety feels like. And this, I know it's tempting to skip over all of this stuff. You're like, I know what the triggers are. I've got them like well aware of what triggers me into anxiety. And I know what anxiety feels like. I don't like it. I don't want to talk about what anxiety feels like. I know that it's really tempting to skip over this part. The more that we can get clear on this part, the better off we are. We're setting such a clean and solid foundation for all the work that we're going to do, right? So these first 4 episodes go under that theme of what is anxiety. The first episode we talked about definitions, how to think about anxiety, and we talked about 3 ways that you can transform anxiety today. They were just 3 little tips of the iceberg that you can put into your life today. Today, on this episode, we're talking about what anxiety is like for you, really looking at those triggers, and really getting granular, getting into the details of what the sensation of anxiety feels like in your body. So get the downloadable. It is linked here next to this Facebook Live video. It is at the website, kellyhanlonmccormick.com/podcast/2. And you can get that downloadable worksheet that goes along with the podcast episode. So that's a little bit about episode number 2. Going forward, episode number 3 is going to be all about escape. That will be coming next week, so we'll talk about that next week. And then episode 4, we're going to talk about what is the goal with anxiety. And those will be the first 4 introductory episodes that really go into what is anxiety, setting a foundation for all the work that we're going to do. There's so much that we're going to do together. So now the next fun thing that we are going to do today is I am working on a big program that is going to be launched this spring. And I wanted to get into your heads a little bit and hear directly from you. What is your experience of anxiety like? If I could wave a magic wand and make all of your anxiety dreams come true, what would that look like? What would those experiences look like? What would those solutions look like? How do you want to work on anxiety? It was questions like that. So I've linked to a survey in a few different spots, and I had that open for a week, and I heard from so many of you, which was so exciting. And I had sweetened the deal by offering a giveaway and doing a $50 gift card to Amazon, because who doesn't love and use Amazon all the time, right? For one person who filled out the survey. So first of all, huge thank you to everybody who went over to the link and filled out the survey. It's so helpful to me. And this program that I'm creating, I'm going to use all of that information that you gave me to make sure that I'm answering those questions, to make sure that I'm talking to you, and that I'm offering the solutions for anxiety, the solutions for these difficulties, these obstacles, you know, in that program. So more on that for sure as we get into the spring. Spring is coming, hopefully. It's going to be 50 degrees today, and the kids were wanting to wear shorts to school today because 50 degrees feels like summer here in Kansas City right now. We've been under snow and record cold, and it's been a little crazy. But spring is coming, and the program will be coming, and the program will be coming in large part thanks to you and your input with that survey. I'm going to do some more stuff on Instagram with soliciting some feedback from you and asking you some specific questions and finding out more about what you're looking for and what a program could offer you and what a dream program would look like for you. So check me out on Instagram. I'm at K Hanlon McCormick on Instagram. You can find me over there, and we'll do some fun polls and questions and stuff over there as we move into the spring and as that program starts coming together more and more. So all of that said, my kids helped me this morning doing our drawing for the free giveaway, and Michelle is the big winner. So I've got your email address, Michelle, and I will be sending the Amazon gift card over to you. Thank you so much for filling out the survey, for taking time out of your life. I know we're all busy. Thank you to everybody. And I will be doing more giveaways, I promise. But hopefully the big gift will be the program that comes out this spring, and how that will be able to help you and help all of us transform anxiety. So, okay, that's episode number 2. That's the giveaway. Thank you, and congrats to Michelle. So the last thing, I thought it'd be fun to just do some like behind the scenes stuff and what's going on, and kind of what I'm thinking about. And you know, the past few months for me have been go, go, go. It's been so busy. It's been so exciting. And I've had so much stuff that I've been putting together and that I've been writing. I've launched the podcast. You know, winter it's kind of an interesting season because things tend to slow down a little bit, but I feel like I've been in uber go mode. And so today, the last little thing I wanted to leave you with was this permission slip, this reminder to just rest a little bit, right? That it's okay for us to take a break. And I've been going down this path of researching hygge. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, Hygge. This is, have you heard that the Danish are like they're the happiest people on earth, right? Which sort of makes no sense because their weather sucks and it's dark there half the year for like 20 hours a day or something ridiculous. So it doesn't seem to make any sense on the face of it. But hygge is this philosophy that they use in the Danish culture to really create coziness and comfort and just a soothing, loving atmosphere for themselves, for their friends, for their families. So I've just been reading some different books and articles about hygge and how you can create hygge and practice hygge. It's one of those words that you can use. It's like a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective. Things can be hyggelig, and you can practice hygge, and you can do hygge. Like you can, it's all forms of speech. So it's kind of just a fun little word. Plus it's a cute word to say, hygge. But what I'm going to do this afternoon before everybody gets home, after I get off Facebook here with you, is practice some of my own hygge. I've got my tea going, and I'm going to keep that going. I've even got it here handy. I'm reading this fantastic book right now. Ooh, can you see that? The Night Tiger. This is so fantastic. I'm a member of Book of the Month Club, which is fabulous if you've never heard of it. comment below. I can send you a link. You can get a free book through Book of the Month. It's a fantastic online subscription thing. So anyway, but The Night Tiger is a beautiful, beautiful book. So I will be hanging out in Malaysia in the 1930s for a little while this afternoon because I just need to slow down a little bit. I need to rest and relax. And I hope that this can be a little reminder to you to rest and relax. Create a little bit of hygge for yourself. If not today, maybe this weekend. Maybe it's something that you can do with your family, with your friends. It's all about, fires in the fireplace and cooking great food together and board games and really cozy clothes and blankets. And there's lots of tea. They drink a lot of coffee. God love them. I drink tea, so I'm going to do it with tea. But sweets are a big part of it. So, maybe I will post a recipe for you guys. I've been making this fantastic paleo, basically sugar-free. It's got a little bit of honey in it. It's not full of gross crap that we don't need to be eating, but like a chocolate cupcake in a mug that I've been making at home here every night. Pretty much every night. It's delicious. It's got cacao powder and coconut oil, almond flour, coconut flour, arrowroot flour, vanilla, an egg. Anyway, so I'll post that too. It's a delicious little recipe. So all of these ways that we can create hygge for ourselves, all of these ways that we can really rest and relax and let ourselves recuperate and recover. And that's what I'm going to do today. So I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I would love for you to subscribe, rate, review, all those fun things that you need to do on podcasts. Check out episode number 2. Make sure you've listened to episode number 1. These first 4 are all going to go together and kind of work together under a What is Anxiety umbrella. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. I would love, come on over also to the website, www.kellyhanlonmccormick.com/podcast/2, just the number 2. And that will give you the downloadable worksheet that goes along with the episode. These things, it's fun to listen to an episode, but like you're listening to it when you're in the car or on a walk, and then you get where you're going and you jump out and you just totally forget, all the great stuff that you listen to. So come over to the website, get the worksheet. That'll make it so that you're putting this into action and that you're actually integrating what you're hearing in the podcast into your life. And it'll make it really practical and pragmatic into actionable step-by-step tips. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. It's so awesome to hang out live here with you. I know Lexi's here and Stacy. And if you're not here live, if you're listening back to the recording, hi, thank you so much. I will be here again next Wednesday. We'll be talking about episode number 3 and whatever other fun behind the scenes stuff comes up. And until then, you can always find me here on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. You can find me on my website, and I will see you again soon. I hope you have an awesome, awesome week, and take care. Bye, guys.